Virgo, hi, welcome to Soul Tribe Tarot, Virgo. I hope you are doing amazingly well. And we're going to have a look at the week ahead. I pre-shuffled some of your oracle cards and it's looking really beautiful for you. I'm a Virgo sun, so I'm happy about that. So we're going to have a look at what's coming up for you, what you need to know, any challenges that may be ahead for this week. Now we're starting off the week on the 29th of June with Mercury going into retrograde, and then the next day on the 30th we have the full moon. So Mercury retrograde, love it or hate it, we have it again. So we have Mercury retrograde 3 to 4 times a year depending upon the year. And yeah, I mean, what can I say about Mercury retrograde? Not like, without going into it too much, I actually really liked Mercury retrograde because it gives us a chance to relook at things, have a reset, have a think, not have to action anything. Definitely don't sign any major paperwork. You know, starting a job is not really highlighted, or starting a relationship. So if you can hold off on any of those things, if you can, that would be perfect. Because the Mercury retrograde gives us a chance to really look at our life and reevaluate where we are, who we are, where we're going, what we actually want out of the next, say, at least 3 months coming up. I'm not going to get into July astrology. It is very heavy, the July astrology, and August, all those outer planets, but there is links below, right, to astrologists, reputable astrologists. So if you want to go ahead and look below, or anywhere online that you watch astrology, okay. So there is like possibly some sort of material harvest coming in for you, Virgo, which I really like. I was getting this a lot when I was like scrolling and looking at YouTube videos and what I was interested in watching. There was a lot about money, there was a lot about finances coming up. So I would go out and buy a lottery ticket if I was you. Okay, we do have that full moon, I can mention before, so we will pull a couple of cards on that, like what Spirit wants you to surrender and release. I do feel like the theme across your reading is very much so stepping into your 222 on the screen, like taking control of either a situation in your life. If you've been procrastinating about something or thinking on something for a very long time, it's about starting to take the lead of your life and action something. This could also be about your health, and also your finances. So there's something about commitment here. Being committed to something that you really want to do, that you really want to change in your life. And there is something about material and spiritual prosperity and material harvest. We've got a lot of financial cards, and that taking the lead. So taking the lead in your money. So if you know, what's your relationship with money? You can do this exercise during the Mercury retrograde. Look at where your spending habits are, you know, what you spend too much on, what subscriptions you can let go of, you know, whatever you can downsize, you know, maybe don't buy that $5 coffee every morning on the way to work or whatever. That's just like very baseline though. But I'm looking at like quite a substantial amount of money or change. So you could be thinking about consolidating your loans, consolidating any debt that you have, credit cards, anything like that, anything like that's going to support you in your growth in the future. You could even be investing or thinking about investing, purchasing something, a car, whatever. Like I said, in Mercury retrograde, it's not the best time to do so. But as far as like, say if you've been thinking about doing something or actioning something like writing a book or writing, I'm hearing like writing for a lot of you, or even just writing lists of things you need to get done and prioritizing them. There's nothing wrong with actioning things in Mercury retrograde. It's not like we have to pause and completely stop, right? But use your intuition. You are ending a cycle here. You're moving into much more heart coherence. Okay, a lot more heart coherence in your heart chakra. You're going on what you feel. So like I said, with your intuition, make sure that if you're doing anything during this time, this upcoming week with Mercury retrograde starting the week, that it's a have to be done, or you feel intuitively like you can do it. Okay, so let's have a shuffle of the cards. We'll look at your oracles shortly, and I'm going to use some tea leaf today, some tea leaf oracle. I know you guys like this, the tea leaf cards, okay, just for a bit of fun there at the end. All right, let's see what's here for Virgo for this upcoming week. What they need to know the most, please, Spirit. Continue protecting your energy, guys, okay? We've got the rest and rejuvenation. So the Four of Swords energy, meditation has been highlighted too on a lot of things I've been watching, and rest, physical rest, having that rest. Okay, I'm going to pull another card on the next one that's come out. Seven of Wands has come out, but it's come out on the side like this. There has been possibly a time in the recent past where you felt like you had to really protect your energy. And I'm not saying don't protect your energy right now, but there's like a calm after the storm. So there could have been a few things going on with people in your life, and you're standing your ground and you're protecting yourself and you're standing up for your beliefs and your rights. And things have gone possibly quiet here. So perhaps someone's not reaching out. Okay, so let's have a look and see what else is here. But you are definitely moving into a time of self-empowerment and taking the lead of your life here. Ooh, okay. Let me pull another card. Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. What is the Seven of Swords here for? Yeah. Okay, we've got the Truth card, the Judgment card in the reverse. The Judgment card is also like a rebirth if it's in the upright. So Spirit's saying it's not time possibly for some sort of truth to come out here. There could be somebody around you, or has been, that, you know, has been, I wouldn't say, I don't feel a really bad vibe from this card, but I do feel like someone's possibly watching what you're doing. Maybe you've got a social media platform. Somebody's possibly a little envious of you or jealous, but I don't feel like a really strong, there's a problem here, okay? I think it's the other person's problem if it's a problem, okay? And you're not, it's like this unbothered energy. You're unbothered right now, and it's not time to go towards this person, or that it's not time for them to talk to you. So I feel there's possibly something that's bothering somebody here. Seven as well on the screen. I've been seeing a lot of sevens lately, actually. Yeah, 7 now as I'm talking on the screen. Okay, what else do we have? Why is this envious, deceptive energy? You could also be keeping things very close to your chest here, Virgo, okay? What is here for that? Yeah, so you've got the Ace of Pentacles with that. So maybe you're starting something new, or whatever it is you're starting, because I do feel this financial energy. You've got the Ace of Pentacles again. You've got a lot of money cards here. You've got the Ace of Wands in one of your pre-shuffles, which we'll go into shortly. So I do feel something that you're starting, there's like a wariness. You're very wary of who you're telling what to, especially if you're obtaining finances or money in some sort of way. You're keeping something close to your chest. All right. Okay. You have the Eight of Pentacles, sorry. Whatever you're working on, Virgo, whatever you're working on, Spirit's saying to possibly keep it to yourself right now, okay? It's almost like if you want to stop an addiction, or, you know, stop smoking, or stop whatever that you're doing, and you know, oh, I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to start, and you're telling a bunch of people or friends, and then it doesn't work out, or you don't really enjoy it, or, you know, it's a bit of 3 steps back. So, yeah, just be careful. Because you're going to, I'm hearing that you're going to gain more abundance and gain more positive movement forward if you just keep something to yourself and work on it yourself, Virgo, here, okay? So keeping something to yourself, being strategic. Things have possibly gone quiet with a person. Yeah, there's going to be more, you've got the Eight of Wands energy and the Eight of Pentacles energy. So whatever you're working on, Virgo, I would be keeping it to yourself. Especially if it's a new business idea, any sort of social media platform, anything new, any new project that you want to work on, any money that you obtain, okay? There's something about being strategic and being very careful. It's not the right time possibly to like tell others what you have or what you've got here, okay? What else do we have here? You're stepping into your power. You've got the Strength card. So we got 888 in your reading. Wow, okay. So go ahead and look at what 888 means on your search engine, okay? See what that means as far as an angel number or the spiritual meaning of it. But 8s ultimately are about healing. It's like you've completed a healing cycle. You have done the work you need to do right now, Virgo, I do feel, okay? I think that it's been long in the making, or you're long in the making, Spirit's saying, okay? All right, so we have the throat chakra in reverse. I feel this is like just reiterating what I've said, to be careful who you're telling what to. You have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So something could definitely be coming in here, all right? That you just need to like process before you make public. Right, process before make public. Process before make public. I might write that down so I can meditate on that later, all right, as well. Right, let's have a look at your oracle cards that we pre-shuffled. We have the Stag Spirit. This is taking the lead in your life here, Virgo, with something. And this is also with the Vulture Spirit, understanding that nothing, you know, it's definitely like the end of, you had the Wheel of Fortune, you have the World Energy. This is like a huge end of a cycle. All those healing numbers, 888, like everything you've learned, nothing's been wasted. It has set you up for this next era, for this next chapter in your life, where there's going to be a lot of healing and you are healing for others. And I'm actually seeing a card from the Angels Oracle, so we'll pull one of those in a second. You've got sweet results await, the Bee Spirit, 1111, as I said that, and the Dove Spirit. This is peace coming in. You have learned from the past. Right now, Virgo, you don't have to do any more healing at this point in time, okay? Believe in yourself. That's all Spirit wants you to do. And then you have the Yang energy, which is about a new creative project or a new passion for something. The Fates energy, things are really aligning for you, okay? I'm feeling Mercury retrograde with this one. It's like, sit in the present moment. Don't worry now about the past. I think you've done enough healing. If it's not time to go towards a particular person right now or reconcile something with them, it's not time, okay? Don't worry about that, Virgo. That would come up in the future. So don't worry about the future as well. Just sit in the present. This says be here now, okay? And then you've got the Abundance card. You have some sort of deep knowing, the Milk and Honey card, that something is coming in. This can be financial, this can be love, but for a lot of you, it is like money, okay? And also community, getting to know new people and getting to join with people that are resonant with your energy, okay? The next few oracle cards we have are body care. So you could really be looking at what you need for your body this week to put into your body, okay? Playfulness. So it's a week of possibly just having that childlike spirit and doing things you want to do. And I'm hearing drawing and painting and writing for some of you. It's a week of balance, that's beautiful, and possibly a week of celebration. It's definitely not a week to retreat and go within and be a hermit. I do feel it's a week here to socialize, okay? And you're feeling much more invigorated. Before we pull a couple, actually, I'm going to pull an angel card first of all. Right, let's see what we have here for Virgo. Any messages from the angels, please, Spirit? Okay. Any messages? And I pre-shuffle everyone's cards, whatever sign I'm doing, like the oracle ones just before the reading. Okay. If the world around you seems turbulent, stop. This week, if everyone, so there may be people around you, Virgo, that are going a bit cray-cray. The energy, I mean, last night, I think I woke up at 1:30 this morning and I checked the Schumann resonance and it was off the charts, and people were commenting that they were really tired or that they couldn't sleep. Well, I couldn't sleep and I was awake till like 4:30, 5 a.m. And I should have actually done some tarot, but I don't know, I just felt like just lying in bed and watching some YouTube videos. So people around you may not be understanding certain things like solar flares and the Schumann resonance and things that are really affecting them. So, you know, be aware of these things. Stephen Burns is a really good channel, and also checking your astrology this week. So if things around you seem turbulent, or people this week, don't let it affect you. Sit in that present moment, okay? You are stepping into some sort of taking the lead in your life. Things are aligning for you, Virgo, and there's a huge faith like that they are here for you. It's a celebration. You've got balance, playfulness, and what was that other one? Body care. Just put that love back into yourself right now, okay? And you know, if people around you seem a bit crazy and you can't sort of like communicate with them, it is time to retreat from those people, but not everybody, okay? Let's pull some tea leaf cards. If they come out and they're face down, I won't use them. That's like, my guides know that that's how I work. Let's see what's here for you, Virgo. Okay. You could be dealing with a relation. Okay, so you could be dealing with a man this week. Now, this can be a family member, a friend. This could be someone in your workplace that could be dealing with some family sorrow or grief to do with something to do with their family. I don't feel it's your family, but just be aware of, you know, people around you, especially if it's in the workplace. People are, you know, there could be a masculine here that is going through something. Not that you have to do anything, but just the awareness of compassion towards someone, okay? Okay, we did get that envy and jealousy card before, right, in the first part of your reading, and this says a two-faced friend. So be very careful of those you're spending your time and your energy on, all right? A meeting with a stranger could be important. A sincere wish will be granted. So what have you been wishing for, Virgo? Okay, and someone you're meeting that you don't know yet could be significant in some area or in some role in your life. Okay, you could be dealing with family this week, Virgo. We've got the seahorse spirit. We've also got, I'll say the animal ones, the cat and the seahorse. Okay, what else do we have for Virgo? I mean, obviously these messages, that one fell to the floor, won't rest. Oh my God, you've got the beetle spirit. I love the beetle spirit. I'll tell you why in a second. One more card with the beetle spirit, please. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. You are highly thought of, Virgo. Okay, so be that beautiful Virgo that you are, kind, caring, compassionate, thoughtful to others. That's what I'm hearing. You could be putting a bow on something. I'm also hearing like there could be a gift, there could be a present, or something could be gifted from the universe to you. We've also got good fortune. Good fortune. I do feel that's financial for some of you. Okay, let's see what else do we have. Virgo, for Virgo. I want to say sun, moon, rising, and I haven't said that yet in the video. So check your rising. You may be a rising Virgo and watching this, but you know, go check your birth chart. The links for that are also below. Please like and subscribe as well if you feel that you enjoy these videos. Let's see what we have for Virgo. What else do we have for Virgo? A period of frustration, lessons to be learned. This may be you. You may be frustrated a little bit this week, or someone could be going through something. So like I said, just be kind, caring, and compassionate to all those around you, okay? Anything else for Virgo? Yeah, peace and harmony. I think there's a lot more peace and harmony. Harmony? Your name could be Harmony. There's a lot more peace and harmony. If you want to get some wind chimes, that would be a good thing to do. Actually, wind chimes ward off evil spirit. I put them at my front door. I've got some at my front door. But there is a period of peace and harmony, and I feel that, especially like this first week in July, before the astrology starts getting a bit weird. That's all I'm going to say. Let's pull out one card for the full moon and see what what spirit wants you to surrender to, Virgo, or to surrender. Okay, what does spirit want Virgo to focus on around the full moon, which is the 30th? Okay, so it's the last day of June. So, oh, it's tax time too. For those in Australia, it's tax time. I don't think it's tax time for the whole world, but maybe you're going to get some money back that way, Virgo, who knows, okay? All right, Spirit's saying surrender low self-esteem or any low self-esteem you have. We've got that body care card here as well. So, maybe you want to do something really nice for yourself this week. It says you deserve success, love and abundance. That word keeps coming up, doesn't it? Abundance. I just keep thinking of the dollar signs when I see that word. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. And that sunflower is all about growth, okay? There's a need here to look at where you're holding yourself back or keeping yourself small, Virgo, and getting rid of that energy, or, doing something good for yourself so that you can grow with that sunflower energy. I think that's it for today's reading for you, Virgo. Check back next week for next week's read. Have a great day.